Hi everybody, I am in the mood to play with this new Dylusion stamp set again. I know I just did a video using it, but I really want to try it again in a different way and in a larger journal. So I'm also going to go, for me anyway, a little old school. Something I haven't done in a very long time. And let's go back to like painting the background and adding some stenciling and all that. So I guess I better get my craft mat. My very dirty craft mat. And I'm going to go with the colors Pink Flamingo and Squeezed Orange. I love the combination of pink and orange together. So I am going to squirt a little bit of each on my craft mat, and we'll see if I still know how to do this. This has been so long. My arm's already tired. I'm not used to it. While that's wet, I'm going to go back over it with the orange. And back over it again. So I've been struggling with my right arm. It has no energy. I need a little bit more orange. I can already tell this is so not how my pages used to look when doing the paint. It's a bit darker than I wanted to. That's okay. We're just playing. And I think I'm even going to do the whole little bit of stenciling. I want to get some really old stencils. Just have to find them. I know there should be a number one too, but I can't find it. I love this. I think this and the numbers, some of the best. Some of the very best. So I'm going to try and see if I can get by with not adding any more paint, because I only want it to be very faint. Exactly like that. So I'm going over the orange with the pink, and I'm going to go over the pink with the orange. I'm going to do some circles. It's very faint. I really could use a bit more. Just gonna add the tiniest little bit. I'm going to go over the orange with the orange. See if I can get any tone on tone. A little bit. That's a really old one too. I don't even know the names of these two. Not that I think they're available anymore. These are like some of the very first. Yeah, this looks so old school to me. I love it. Good times. So speaking of old school, basic backgrounds. Too bad they don't put the year on these. That would be fun. I'm gonna do some numbers. I'm gonna see if I can get it to show up with spice marmalade. And we're just getting it very light in the background, which is what I wanted. Like, you kind of have to really look for it. Now, I know, even more. I want to take this stencil. I love this one. Angles. And I want the lines. So I'm going to find my, what's it called? I got it. Splash box. Is that what it's called? And I am going to spray it with, what color should I go with? I'm going to go with bubblegum pink. That way it's staying in, oh, bubblegum pink or cherry. Which do I want? Oh, the choices. I think I'm going to go with cherry pie. And I'm hoping there may be some leftover goodness on here that may show up when it gets wet with the spray. So it's all sprayed. Getting my paper towel ready. And I'm just going to roll over it. And I'm going to let it sit there for a little bit. Wonder, just in case there's extra, is there a page I would like to put it on? already done it on this one. Okay. Lovely. Just gonna stick it in there. It spread where I was lifting the book. It made the stencil move, but I'm okay with that. I like that a lot. So now I need that to dry. Okay, I am loving this. Sometimes it's fun to go back old school. Okay, I'm getting full of ink spray, so I'm going to try and clean up the stencil and get it moved. So fun. So what I'm thinking is to take these two parts and maybe like do some cutouts. But now if this was stamped, it would be this way. But I don't want to stamp cut out to the very edge, because then our paper won't stay intact. Okay, that will stay. I was thinking we would lose the center, but it will stay because it'll still be attached to the frame. I guess we're just going to have to give it a go and see if it works. I'm really hating to cut out this background, but we can always do it again. So I am going to grab a pencil and I'm going to trace around the stamp. And the inside too, I think. I'm not sure about the inside. Actually, no. I'm going to cut out the whole thing. Yeah. I'm going to cut out the whole big one. But remember to leave how big. So on this block there's a line here and then there's the edge, so that's the thickness of the frame that I'm going to leave. So I'm just going to draw a line down there. I'm going to grab my cutting board, and I know it's hard for you to see the pencil lines if you can see it at all, but you know what I did. I traced the stamp, and now I'm cutting it out, and I'm only cutting the outside. I'm sorry if my head comes onto camera, and if you're wondering why it's not hair, my hair is up in a towel from being in the shower, and I wanted to do this. Oh, frigadig. That's the inner one that I drew. Okay, I guess I am doing the inner one. Darn it. It's not what I had planned. So I have to find where I had that lined up. Oh, it would be this way. goes like this. So I am going to do the inside and the outside because I goofed and now I have to. So I have to draw that line up further. Oh well. And now I think I'm goofing again. Nope, it'll be fine. See, it's one of the worst parts about not having a set plan and going with the flow and not thinking things through. You sometimes goof. But I'm sure it'll look great in the end. So now I'm cutting around the larger one. And the way this should work is this smaller inner part will actually stay in place because it's attached to the frame, the border that we're leaving around the page. Always make sure your cutting mat is still under your page. Okay, so now this one, the big one, we will cut along that border so it can be released. And we can always save this for something else. Look how pretty that is. And then we have that. Pretty. I'm going to gently erase those pencil lines. Keeping my hand on it so I make sure not to rip it. Okay, it was an oopsie, but I like it. Yeah, I'm glad I did that, not the whole thing. See, sometimes accidents are a good thing. I should know. That was too personal. I wasn't a planned. I couldn't resist. Sorry. Now for the smaller one, do I want it coming off like attached to the frame, or do I want it out in the open? Oh, and I have to flip it around because if we stamp on the other page, it's going to go this way. I think I'm going to attach it to the border. I think it makes it a little more interesting. So again, just tracing around the stamp. And cutting it out. So that's the nice thing about doing this pretty border. At least we're not throwing it in the trash. We can use it for something else. Maybe that will be a part 2. It's better and easier to turn the book. Oops. I know I've said it, but I am loving this background. So then in that one, I'm cutting along the border just to get that little empty spot there. And make it a mess as I go. Last cut. Darn it. You guys, I cut the wrong thing. I should have left that part and cut off that part. Oh my. Now what? What did I do with the little part? Do I still have it? Where did it go? That's it. See, I could. Why did I have to goof? I am going to use washi or, okay, I'm going to attach some Dylusions washi tape on the back to hold that in place. I'll just have to incorporate it into the style of whatever I do on the back of that page. Now I'm going to have to recut along those lines again because there's tape there now. And then we're cutting along the flower, not the open space. Because we wanted to remove this. And then I want that washi tape gone too. So that is what we wanted. I'm going to stick these on here too. Maybe it'll be a random part of the background. Okay, now one more. And before I'm going to draw the border. It's the rate I'm going. I'll probably forget. And then, do I want to have more? there. Now, do I want the middle removed or do I want it whole? I think I want the same as this one. So I like seeing that. Like, this is so empty. Like, I know we'll stamp behind it, but I like having that center there. Okay, so we want to remove along that border the bigger part, not the small. I do hope you watch my videos before you dive in and try it for yourself, because I goof. I make mistakes. And it'll save you some headaches if you watch first and then try after. Maybe I should put a little disclaimer in the videos. I make mistakes. Don't follow along as I'm doing it. Love the background. So that's the cutouts. Yay. Now what color do we want? The back page.